Yo, welcome back to the channel, family. And if you're brand new, welcome to Think Rich Media. Thank you for stopping by. Please stick around for this info, man, because all we do is tell the truth over here. That's what it's about, putting my people on so we can wake up and get right. And this clip I'm gonna bring you today is like very deep. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking for a while on how was I gonna pretty much start to talk about this type of information. And I couldn't really find a starting point until I seen her video. I forgot her name, but shout out to you because she did a good job, you know, with really putting this out here and explaining it so you can kind of, you know, get a gist of what's going on. Still left field, still gonna be a lot of people that probably don't believe it, disagree, you know, whatever. Call me crazy, call her crazy, whatever. But the bottom line is like I told you, anything I bring you, I'm gonna bring proof too so you can see it. And you can also look all these things up for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Go look it up, go find out. That's what this information is here for. So I'm not gonna try to explain what it is. I want you to just watch it, and then we're gonna be right back and we're gonna talk about it.
Blowing my mind. Some of you may already know this, so don't come in the comments like, you didn't know that? No, I didn't. You know why? Because I live in the United States of America, where we have been brainwashed and not been taught about real history. Okay, if you guys go to the first video on this playlist, the simulation, I filmed it on January 11th, 2021. And it was showing how all of the times were different on every clock, every digital clock. My boyfriend at the time was working. He had like 3 computers in front of him. They all said different times. His phone said a different time. He came upstairs to show me my phone said a different time. All the times were messed up. In my comments, people were like, what about analog clocks? As you can see, I have analog clocks. So I went to check those and those were off too. So I was like, there's been a weird shift in the universe because the ball also didn't drop on time at the New York ball. It was like a minute late or something. I was like, we've definitely shifted dimensions. Something's going on. Look at this. I recently came across a video talking about how the calendar is supposed to have 13 months, but the Gregorian calendar changed it, which is the calendar we follow today. So I see this comment, come to Ethiopia, you will see what you are saying. We have 13 months within a year. So someone commented, right now we're in 2014, year of Mercury. Today's date is Thursday, the 22nd of March, 2014. Our new year is on the 1st of September. And I was like, wait, they're living in 2014 and we're living in 2022? Is that why they say that all time is simultaneous, like past, present, and future, we're all living in it at once? But then I saw this comment. So if we're in 2014, according to your calendar, 2020 Gregorian calendar corresponds to 2012, your calendar, when the truth started to come out and people woke. So the Mayans were right. COVID really put everyone in 2020. Using your calendar, that means that the year 2012 was the end of the world. Mind blown. Okay, so of course I had to look up when our calendar started. It was in 1582. Ethiopian calendar started around AD 400. So they are obviously way more correct than we are. How many years did we lose switching to the Gregorian calendar? 8 years. We're lost in translation when the switch to the Gregorian calendar was made to in the 15th century. And if you guys remember, the Mayan calendar says that the end of the world would be on December 21st, 2012. And even according to the Julian calendar, that would be on January 21st, 2020, when COVID was at its peak. So I'm freaking out in the middle of the night and I message my dear friend JK Ultra Jen. If you guys aren't following her, please go follow her, who's super into all this stuff. And I was like, girl, I'm sure you know this, but did you know this? And her and I are both freaking out because we didn't know this. So she goes and converts what day is December 21st, 2012 in the Ethiopian calendar. What does it calculate to us? December 31st, 2019. So the last day of the world, according to the Mayan calendar, was on December 21st, 2012, if we had kept up with the original calendar. But because we switched it, it was December 31st, 2019. So in 2020, the new world started. So we have already shifted into a new dimension. And this is why everything is so different. This makes so much sense. Are you guys freaking out? Because I'm freaking out.
So yeah. And the crazy part is it's all true. All true. And it's like, you know, you have to ask yourself what's really going on. Meaning like, why don't you know this? Why aren't they telling you this? Why did they even switch our calendar in the first place? You know? And the truth is that they don't want you to know who you are. If they tell you your history or just the truth about the world itself, then you won't know what's really going on inside of you, you know? You won't know how powerful you are. And yes, I said powerful. Like, I mean powers. Like, we have them. You know, we can't tap into them because of all this crazy shit we eat, drink, consume. The things they put in us through whatever, you know. But the bottom line is that you have to wake up and stop thinking so small. You know, when they tell us, like, you hear about, oh, the world ended. I know a lot of y'all probably went crazy at that point. Like, oh, man, the world ended. Like, how the world end? We still alive. Everything is still here. But you got to remember, bro, they put all this crazy shit in front of your mind so they can help you paint these stupid-ass pictures. Meaning that, like, say for instance, when you watch movies and all that, end of the world movies, it's always natural disasters and, we burning up or they gonna drop bombs on us and shit like that. So they're tricking you. They're giving you a fixated idea so you can focus your mind on that. So if somebody says the words end of the world, you're gonna be like, man, get out of here, bro. Like, we still here. But no, see, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. It's the same thing. Like, I give you an example, like, say for instance with reincarnation. I know a lot of spiritual people believe in it, and I do too. It's real. But the crazy part about it is, why in the hell do we have to keep reincarnating here? Think about that. Why do we keep coming back to this shit? Because we're trapped. That's why. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you straight up, and I'll make videos on it later. I'm not gonna get too deep, but we're trapped. If you never heard of the firmament, go look that up, and it'll kind of give you an inkling on how we're trapped. But that's a small part of it, but we're trapped. And at the end of the day, what she's saying, I believe, honestly. Like, I don't have my head all the way wrapped around the facts about how they ended all this or put us in another dimension or a switch. I'm not sure. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I know it's real, and I'm gonna find out for you and bring it to you. You know I am. And yeah, I just want you to think about certain things like the Mandela effect. Like, where did that come from? Why is that? It's a lot of things out here. You gotta ask yourself. You just gotta stop thinking so small, man. When you reading this information and you're taking this information in, you have to understand that you gotta learn how to read between the lines and kind of see the truth in between the lies, because it's a lot of misinformation out here, Even when people like myself try to come to y'all with the truth, they'll try to tell y'all we misinforming y'all. But come on, man, we already know about that. But I just want everybody to understand that it's a lot you don't know. It's a lot that's been hidden from you. Because if you knew, then you could tap into who you truly are. Like, say for instance, like when I was talking about like with the powers and all that. Think about it. Sometimes you'll hop in the car, be singing a song, you cut the radio on. It's exactly where you're singing. Y'all pretty much coming in singing exactly at the same time together. Y'all sound like a damn duo. Yeah, that's not by chance. And that's not just what they call a coincidence either. Saying, I'll give you another example. Like, say for instance, you might be talking to a friend, family member, whatever, and they say something, you was about to say something, you be like, damn, you took the words right out my mouth. Like, I was just thinking that. Like, yeah, y'all was talking to each other. It's called telepathy. But you don't know that. So they give you all these words to cover up what's really going on so you can stay dumb. You don't want to be a part of the sheeple all your life, my nigga. I mean, we all are born into this sheep way of looking at the world and thinking and things like that. But it's time to snap out of that. It's time to snap out of that. You got to wake up. You got to understand that whatever they've just given you is not good for you. Bottom line. Bottom line. Everything we need and everything we need to know, they've kept it from you. And they're keeping it in a safe place and trying to tap into it on their own. They just don't have the blood, though. That's the problem. Their blood don't work. Why? Because it ain't you. It ain't ours. You understand? That's why they got to keep it away from you. And you also have to realize that these people are working very hard to keep you away from who you are, which means that you are the one with the real power, not them. And we'll tap into something a little deeper on that too. You know how we always looking at the elite and we're talking about the elite. And don't get me wrong, yeah, they run the world or whatever the case may be. But what you might not know is that it's somebody actually running them. They are the small enemy. They don't really even hold any power. Any power that they have and all these things that I'm talking about, and it's coming from other sources. And I can prove that to you in later videos too. I'm gonna make videos on that as I get all, gather all these facts up. Cause like I told you, anything I come with, I'm gonna give you proof. I don't want y'all just thinking, oh, he just on here talking. Like, nah, we ain't just talking. And you have to also understand that this is the matrix. Just like when you say stuff like that, people like, what do you mean? What's the matrix? I can touch and feel. No. When you really go look up the definition of what a real hologram is, I ain't talking about just in the dictionary. You're gonna have to do a little bit more digging than that. But all of this is truly a hologram by definition. It's a fact. If you understand how atoms and protons and things like that work and energy, and man, it's crazy. Gravity ain't even what you think it is, but I saved that for later too. But the point is that I want y'all to understand that It's a lot wrong with what they've told us. It's all lies. You know, it's all lies. None of it is true. None of it. So with that being said, it's time to wake up, people. It's time to get right. It's time to get right. You know, just like she was saying about the Mayans, they've been predicted the end of the world. You know, it even had me scared because the truth is December 21st is my birthday. So when I heard this years ago that, you know, the world was going to end on December 21st, 2012. And it's like when 2012 was coming, I'm like, oh man, like is it on my birthday? I wanted like, you know, just still being a little sleep, you know, a little sleep. That's all. But the bottom line is that I want y'all to understand that whatever sounds crazy to you nowadays is probably more true than what you've been told. So you got to start opening your mind. You got to stop thinking so small. And don't take what they give you or tell you on face value. Don't. Like, you got to just start questioning everything. That's how it goes. That's how you start to learn. Question everything. I don't care what it is. Question it. So, you know, I just want my people to understand that it's a lot for us to understand together and learn. And we got to put it all into one. And that's how we're going to win. That's how we get this back. That's how it happens. That's why they knocking our numbers off, trying to kill us right and left, because the information isn't enough. Enough of us have to know it. But the truth is we're the majority. We're not the minority. They tricked you on that too. It's always been more of us than them. You know? And, you know, I want to say some other things, but I'm going to save that for other videos, man. But bottom line is y'all just stick with me. Stay around. I promise you I'm going to take you on this journey with me. As I find out information, you're going to find out information. That's what this channel is about. Waking my people up. That's what it is. I mean, you know, I'm going to come to y'all with some content sometimes that's a little bit on the light side. You know, something you can just, you know, either laugh at or just some information that I'm just bringing to you and it's not so heavy. But this right here is the stuff we're here for. This is what we have to know. These type of things. So we can get back to who we truly are. Because you're powerful. It's you that holds the power. And I'm telling you that. I got to emphasize that because it's the truth. So with that being said, I love y'all, family. Please share the video if you can. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you think about all this so we can talk about it. I'm definitely going to answer y'all back. All you got to do is comment. And yeah, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, man. Hit that like button and all that, you know, all that good stuff. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sitting with me. Till next time.